In the northernmost part of Eesla was the town of Warkroll, and much like the rest of the continent, the town was often covered in snow. As a matter of fact, Warkroll experienced the harshest of the weather on Eesla, and that was saying something. Relentless blizzards and strong winds were the norm for the Fennins living there, and these same harsh climates made a lot of Fennins not want to live there in the first place. This made the population incredibly low. Those in power here, such as the mayor and the head of the guard, didn't want to leave in order to keep their station, so that left a lot of the population as those connected to them. Most of their family and friends stayed close by, but some of them left as well, as the never-ceasing storms seemed to be getting worse and worse. The son of the mayor, Eric Saad, was among those who stayed, but mostly because his father insisted. The mayor hoped that Eric would take his place one day, and continue to keep the few Fennins staying in Warkroll safe. Eric knew it was an important role to have, but he also didn't want to stay. If everyone else was smart enough to leave the harsh weather plaguing Warkroll, why should he have to live there? His thoughts changed drastically as he grew older, especially when his father started to include him in the planning for the future of Warkroll. It allowed them to spend more time together, and Eric learned he was actually pretty good at coming up with ideas and solutions to make the Fennins in Warkroll more comfortable. Together they would start to put Warkroll back on the map and potentially entice Fennins to return to living there. One day when Warkroll was scheduled for a town meeting that would see Eric and his father propose some new tactics to battle the cold, Eric woke up and could tell something strange was happening. He bundled up and walked outside, but saw even less Fennins outside than normal. The more curious part to him was he didn't feel cold. Normally, exiting his house was accompanied by a chill unlike any other. The wind itself cut through your veins as if it was filling you with ice. However, there was no such feeling this morning. The snow beneath his feet was soft instead of the tough, thick snow he was used to. Eric made his way over to one of the trees and saw leaves where normally there is none. Snow melted and dripped off the leaves. He once again looked around, wondering where all of the Fennins were. Did they not realize the snow was suddenly melting? Could they not feel the warmth? There was something else that Eric suddenly felt. A presence. It felt as if someone was walking up beside him, and he could barely make out a figure looking up at the tree like he was. He shook his head and looked again, but could no longer make out the figure. A voice startled Eric. "You feel it, don't you?" "Who's there?" he shouted. This could be the future of Warkroll. No, it's present. Eric could feel the snow beneath his feet start to melt even faster. He turned around to look for the source of the voice but saw no one there. When he turned back to the tree, it was no longer covered in snow. The sun was shining on it, and it was blossoming with beautiful leaves, the likes of which he had never seen before. How? Eric questioned the leaves just as much as the notion that this could be the present version of Warkroll. Accept my blessings and reap the benefits. Accept my blessing, and all of this shall be yours. Accept my blessing, and save your people. Eric turned around once more to view the rest of Warkroll. He could see the whole town now that there wasn't a constant blizzard, no wind and no snow. I accept your blessing. Very good. Together, all of Eesla shall build my body. But you, young Eric, you shall be my voice.